Who knows that feeling when sometimes you start your run and you feel like an old grandfather clock being wound up. Everything moves slowly, and yeah, out of bed, coming on a longish run. But if that's the case, don't give up. Those first 2 kilometers, it's all about warming up, and then you're into those nice easy miles. Hopefully. The mind is a crazy and wonderful thing, isn't it? Just here where I'm running by the side of, it's like a horse path, and it's amazing how quickly the brain functions and your mind kind of comes up with these stories. And I saw the horse track and I was like, would I rather be a horse or a cow? Like, what? How on earth does the mind come up with those things? And that's probably one of the beauties of running, that your mind is just allowed to go, whew. You know, it's like having a tiring day and falling on the sofa, and then you can just relax. And that's one of the great things about running, as I said, that it allows you to just forget everything else and you just concentrate on being where you are and letting your mind wander. And sometimes those are when you can get like the most inspirational thoughts. So running is far from just being like a physical benefit, it's a huge mental benefit. I forgot to answer, but I think I'd rather be a wild horse. I don't know, roaming around in the desert or something like that.
We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid.
Now all the snow and ice has melted, and these were once the ski tracks. Now I'm running here, but every time I get to a sunny section, I'm always highly alert, looking at the ground, because recently I've seen about 3 or 4 snakes basking in the sunshine, and last minute almost stepped on them. So trying to keep my eyes peeled a little bit, and I'm running up a hill, if you couldn't tell, because even if I'm jogging up it, it's pretty steep.
Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on. I can't.
Okay, just press pause on the watch because this looked too nice to resist to come and see, and also gives me a good opportunity to explain a little bit about that warm-up thing I was talking about. That most people actually give up running before they actually even, you know, get into the groove of it. And sometimes it can take like, well, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, let's say 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes for some people, and depending what you've been doing previously. And that's the reason why lots of people give up, because they think within those first 10 minutes it's too hard for them and struggle. And also, let's think about a race. You're doing a 10K or something, or a marathon. It's really important to warm up before those, because, well, first of all, to get the body ready, you know, you don't want to trigger something bad just by going flat out from the beginning. So warming up is really important. But also, as I said, it just makes you feel ready, and that's when the body is awake. Even if you're about to do, as I said, hard 10K or a marathon or something for the first time, really important to get the body moving 10-15 minutes just beforehand. And like, this is the reason why I stopped the watch, and it's just so beautiful and nice. Although, look at this, patterns of like, is it cobwebs or something on the lake? Just so peaceful, but better get running. Look at these two guys. This is like real Finnish sisu. Oh my god, 25 kilos each hanging behind them. And then I think they said, if I understood correctly, that in the autumn time they're doing something where they're going to be pulling 100 kilos. Wow, wow, wow. But you know, everybody always thinks that the other person is doing something more impressive, because maybe they're looking at me and going, wow, that guy's running on this hilly terrain. I'm looking at them thinking, wow, carrying that much weight around with them. Okay, we've made it to the north point where I'm going to go. I could actually continue back in the forest that way, but I decided to take a little bit of a different route, and we'll head back along the footpaths and asphalt. So even though I am running on the asphalt and the forest was really nice, it's still really nice, isn't it? It just goes to show, if you pick the right route, and I guess maybe the right country that has a great infrastructure for people to get out, cycling, walking, running, whatever it may be, I'm very happy for that. And yeah, as I said, just enjoying it. And also, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because I enjoy running. I'd enjoy running anywhere that I am. So even though I am running on the asphalt, I mean, I've got to pinch myself, because it's actually a pretty nice place to be running. You could think probably after being in the forest and in those peaceful paths, yeah, it still can't beat this asphalt here, I must say. It's really nice actually. They created this stretch of road alongside the road. So actually, I mean footpath, but this all goes all the way to like a nature reserve area, and perfect for cycling, because then you don't actually have to be on the road, you can be on the footpath. So extremely lucky to have that, but also that's one of the reasons why we moved house and moved to this area. Great to be out there running, enjoying those different terrains, scenery, and as you can see, we did 20 kilometers and probably around pace 450. Took it nice and easy out there, just enjoyed those scenery. Thought I'd bring you along on it, and taking in some parts that I've already been running on, but linking up different routes, and it makes it that little bit exciting. Running it in a reverse, or linking your 5k loop to your 10k loop, going on the gravel road, seeing some lakes, trees, asphalt. It was all just a great run. And as I wrote on the Strava thing, any morning is a great morning to go out for a run. As I said at the beginning of the video, you know, really important to warm up into your run, and it's equally important to cool down from your runs. So what I've been doing recently, and I've been doing this for quite a while, I've been making sure I'm doing some stretching after my runs. And yes, it can be quite easy to just, you know, push that out of the door when you get home, your phone, you get some food, you get something to eat, someone calls you, whatever it is, you start talking. What I've been doing is actually doing my cool down stuff before I get into the house. For that very reason, to avoid all those distractions, you do it outside 5 to 10 minutes and it's done. Then you get into the house, then you can go and get all those things that you want. And another thing I do sometimes, if it was a little bit of a longer run or a harder session or something, is prepare a little water bottle, put it on the front doorstep, and there you go. Just pick that up, go for a little bit of a meander, and then do those stretching. But today it's Sunday and it's really, really great weather, so gonna head out and have some few more adventures. So when I said the adventure continues, what happened? Me and Emma, she's busy looking at the map, trying to figure out where to go. We're practicing, yeah, exactly. We're practicing orienteering and trying to learn a little bit better. Want to get stronger at navigation skills, and the red part in the box, hold it flat, so we should be going that way and it will take us to the next thing, but obviously you can't just go in a straight line. So although orienteering is actually about running whilst you're doing it, which is pretty crazy and amazing to think that these, you know, real professionals are running in this kind of terrain, we're just walking it, and what we're doing is taking it in turns to get from checkpoint to checkpoint kind of in the way. And it's a little bit of a competition, so who can get there to theirs first. The fastest. I got there quite quickly.
Middle of it, once after you've done yours, you tell me there's competition.
Yeah, so now we know it's a competition.
Nothing in there. 15 minutes.
I don't think so. Okay, seeing as Emma found the last one in 15 minutes apparently, now it's my turn. So what I've learned is putting the compass straight, do that, and then I put a line between the points, put the thing, and let's go this way. Yeah, maybe you need to figure out a little bit more. Winner. There you go. Now it's Emma's turn to figure out where we're going to next, which is the finish line. Yes, there was one more point I wanted to touch on that I was discussing during the run, which I found was quite an important thing. Whilst Emma's figuring out how we're gonna get home, is that for running, when you are doing it, as I said, that you lose your mind, and that's a really great thing. But also it can work the other way. Let's say you're coming back from an injury or you're finding it really hard. If you just focus on that kind of pain point, let's say you had a tight Achilles or calf muscle or something, when you focus on that so much, you kind of almost make an imaginary type of feeling of that kind of pain receptor in a way, and maybe you bring it to life. I can tell you right now that today I was thinking, oh yeah, is my Achilles tight from the other day, and like thinking about it, and then I started to feel it. But then I stopped thinking about running, you know, thinking about those things. Have I got a good cadence? Is my arm strength? Am I enjoying it? Am I, you know, standing up tall and everything like that? And as soon as I kind of stopped thinking about that certain point, everything felt great. Look, everything for my running is going pretty well at the moment. I'm pretty happy with it. It's because I'm doing things sensibly. We can do a whole another video about that because I don't want to talk too long. But yeah, don't focus too much on certain things that may not help you in a sense. Obviously, I'm not telling you don't think about anything, you know, the power of the mind. You've got a broken leg, go and run, don't think about it. I mean, come on, it's not rocket science, but I'm sure you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, Emma, I think by now, hopefully, she's figured out where we're going. Yeah, and hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like button if you did enjoy it. Drop a comment, any comments or questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you in the next video.